social media experts recommend that small businesses should have a photo of themselves always visible in the grid so that potential customers always know who's behind the business. So today I'm posting a photo of myself. So alongside that photo, I've shared a little bit of my origins story, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about that on here as well. So I actually started getting into filmmaking years ago. I studied law and French at uni, and as part of that I had to go and live in France for a year and study French law. I say had to rather than got to, because I was in a really crappy part of France. Didn't enjoy it at all. But anyway, at least I got to travel around France a bit, and whilst doing that I started making these little travel videos like vlogs, and I started a YouTube channel, and I just really enjoyed making films. I used to sit there for like 8 hours just editing these videos without coming up for air. And then one day Jess was watching wedding films and she sent me one of them, and it was just so nice and cinematic and not at all what I thought wedding films were. You know, I pictured some bloke with a big camera on his shoulder zooming into people's faces and stuff like that, but it was enough to kind of pique my interest and make me want to have a go at doing it. Luckily that Christmas, Jess's brother was getting married, so I filmed their wedding, and honestly it went really badly. Like, I didn't even realise that everyone stood up for the bride coming down the aisle, so the position I was stood in meant that I didn't get a very good shot of her coming down the aisle. But anyway, yeah, I put together this film for them and I showed it to them, like sat down in person and watched it with them, and they loved it, they cried, they were really thankful, and it was just such a nice feeling, and that was it. I was kind of hooked from that moment on.
So many building works going on at the moment. So I was a little bit ill yesterday and I kind of dropped the ball on the whole Valentine's Day thing. We agreed not to get each other cards. I also didn't get flowers or anything, which I usually do. So I'm going to go into Waitrose now and see what they've got left over. In my defence though, all Jess did was buy me a packet of bourbon creams. So two different colours of tulip and some mayo, just because we're out of mayo. Feeling good about the choice. I think she likes tulips. And they're closed now, but it means they'll last 2 weeks. Whenever you buy roses, they last like 3 days, and then they're dead. So that's my top tip for any men. Always buy closed flowers, because it's better in the long run. They're usually cheaper as well. Now I just need to get them in the house and arrange them somehow without Jess seeing them. Yeah, you've come in a bit prematurely.
Oops, Daisy. You bought me mayo?
So I didn't get flowers yesterday because you know they always palm off the really shitty flowers on all the desperate Valentine's Day blokes. So I had to wait an extra day to get you the really good ones.
Right,
Yeah. But you don't want dead roses either. You want some nice tulips that are going to last a few weeks. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to arrange them. Don't take away the best bit. You know I love flower arranging. It's really mindful and fun.